are you still living at home and freeloading?
What do you want all of a sudden, Clara? And what do you mean freeloading at home?
I mean exactly what I said, and judging by your reaction, it looks like you still are.
Well, I'm still living at home, but not freeloading, though.
I'll need you to move out within the next week.
What? Why?
I'm gonna be moving home soon, that's why.
Do you mean you're coming home to visit? Why should I have to leave because of that? Don't you think that's going a bit overboard?
I'm not just coming home to visit, that's why. I'm getting birth soon, and I'm gonna live there so that Mom can help me take care of the baby for the first bit.
Wait, what? You're pregnant?
Yep, I'm only 5 months in right now, but my husband just happened to be sent off on quite a long business transfer abroad. So I figured I would come home earlier, since otherwise I'd be at home by myself.
Where did John get sent off to?
I can't remember exactly what he said, but I think it was either France or Germany.
Really? And how long did you say he was going to be away for?
At the moment, it's going to be about 2 months or so, but he said that there's a pretty high chance that he'll have to stay there longer.
That still doesn't really explain why you're coming here as soon as he leaves, though. Why not stay at home if he'll be back in 2 months? The baby isn't due for at least 4 months, right? You can always come here just before or after the baby is born.
It'll be easier for me to go through my pregnancy with Mom around after all, and I'll be bored and lonely in that house by myself.
Okay, whatever. Do you know if the baby's a boy or a girl yet?
Not yet, and I don't think that I want to find out until the pregnancy comes to term.
I see, but how come I didn't hear anything about this, though?
That's because I didn't tell you anything about it.
Did you tell anyone yet? What about Mom and Dad? Do they know?
Nope, I haven't told them anything yet.
You should explain everything to them first before you come here, you know? You have always been so selfish ever since you were younger, but when you do things like this, it's us who gets the short end of the stick. People should know about these kinds of things in advance. Seriously, you need to grow up already and act like an adult.
Yeah, you can say whatever you want, but I'm already at our exit on the expressway.
What? You're already here?
My bags are pretty heavy though, so I'm gonna need you to come out and unload everything for me.
Why didn't you tell me sooner? You didn't give us any notice at all.
Yep, I sure am. Anyway, I don't want to text and drive, so I'll honk once I get to the driveway.
Oh man, you are unbelievable, but sure, I'll let them know.
Sam, it doesn't look like you've even started to get ready to move out yet at all. What's the big idea? I hope that you've at least taken a look at some places you can move into. It doesn't matter how much you cry or complain, you are going to move out.
What is up with you, seriously? Why do I need to look for a new place?
I told you to move out within the next week, and that was ready 5 days ago.
Yeah, and why do I need to listen to you and move out? Your room is open for you to use and is basically untouched since you moved out of here. Mom even cleaned it for you as best as she could, as I told her that you were coming back. You can live here just fine with things as they are, so why is it that I need to move out in the first place?
God, you are so clueless. This is why you can't get a girl and are still a freeloader living at home.
What are you talking about? Nothing you're saying makes any sense. All you have been doing since you've come back is being rude to me for no reason at all.
Are you telling me, who is pregnant, that I need to live in the same house as a filthy guy like you?
What do you mean filthy?
Even if you are my little brother, I don't want to live in the same place as someone as dirty as you.
I don't know why you keep saying that I'm dirty. I shower every day like everyone else and change and wash my clothes too. And I make sure to clean my room properly every Saturday. What about me is dirty? If anything, I'm a bit of a clean freak. And more importantly than that, why do you keep calling me a freeloader? I have a job, you know?
Whatever, are you done with your excuses yet?
They're not excuses. I'm trying to explain myself to you.
I bet you're gonna say something like, you work online as a freelancer or something like that, right? Who is gonna believe some stupid excuse like that? Everyone says they work online nowadays, but it's always a lie.
but I really do work from home on my computer. A lot of work can be done from home these days, especially in the field that I'm in.
I'm telling you that I don't buy it for a second, so you can cut it out with the lies.
I guess that you're just not going to believe me no matter what I might say.
I can see the situation for what it really is, so there is no use in trying to trick me. Mom and Dad might fall for it because they're old and don't understand technology, but it won't work on me. But really, this is a good opportunity for you too. You can finally move out of home, finally find a job, and then become a useful member of society. It's about time, really.
And have you spoken to Mom and Dad about the fact that you want me out of here?
No, I haven't, and I don't plan to.
Just as I thought.
Even if I did talk to them about it, they would just stick up for you because they've always spoiled you as their little boy. Well, I'm still asking nicely, just make preparations and move out. Once you move out of here, I'll tell them that you have finally realized that you've been a burden on them by living here for free this whole time, and that you decided to move out into the big world on your own.
I don't really care about what you plan on telling them afterwards. Look, if I leave, I'm not going to come back no matter what. Are you sure you're okay with that?
Of course I am. That's exactly what I would hope will happen. I'm sure Mom and Dad will be happy about it too and thank me for being the catalyst that finally got you out of their hair. So stop worrying about them and just get ready to move out already. As soon as possible, okay?
Clara, what happened to the envelope that was in my room?
More importantly than that, hurry up and leave already. Gosh, how long is it gonna take? And what was that stupid envelope anyway? It was just full of drawings of girls. Seriously, what kind of a creep are you?
That is something that I need for work. I knew you were the one that took it. Hurry up and give it back to me.
I can't even if I wanted to. It creeped me out so badly that I shredded it up and threw it in the trash.
Are you serious? Why on earth did you do that? I needed that for a meeting I need to go to today. What are you thinking?
It's your fault for having something like that in your room in the first place.
Damn it. Who would have thought that not locking my door would end in this?
Who cares about all of that now? Anyway, I need you to hurry up and leave already. I feel uncomfortable even being under the same roof as someone like you.
I was just about to leave, you know? But because you shredded that envelope, it's gonna take me longer to leave since I need to print all of that stuff out again and get it sorted out.
Oh, you were ready to leave? Damn, I shouldn't have done anything.
Anyway, just stay out of my room, okay? After I'm done with my meeting today, I'm gonna rent a small truck to move all of my stuff out.
Yeah, sure. Since you're moving out, I won't say anything else. Now I'll finally be able to relax once you're out of here.
What do you want?
What do you think you're doing?
What are you talking about now?
Why did you have to go out of your way and talk to my husband? You didn't need to stick your nose into my business.
Well, what else was I supposed to do, huh? You were the one that kicked me out of home. I just wanted to complain to him a little. Surely you can understand that.
You messaging him caused a lot of trouble for me over here.
What do you mean by trouble?
John and my in-laws just showed up to the house out of nowhere, and I had finally won over Mom and Dad after they found out that you left.
Yeah, so that was it after all.
What?
I had a feeling about it when you first arrived. You didn't come home because you felt like it. That's too unlike you. Your husband divorced you, and you had to come back here because you had nowhere else to live, right?
You knew that?
Not only that, but the baby that you're pregnant with isn't John's, is it? So basically, you got pregnant while cheating on your husband, and your husband found out and divorced you. And with nowhere else to go, you had to come back home. Then, I bet once some time passed, you would have told Mom and Dad that John cheated on you while he was away on this so-called business trip, and you would use that as an excuse to stay home and pretend that that was the reason you got divorced in the first place.
Oh, wait a second. How did you even have John's number? There shouldn't be any reason that you had that. And I don't think that you even met each other again after the wedding.
Well, that is true, but then coincidentally, work brought us together at one point.
Work did? But you're just an unemployed freeloader.
I told you that I have a job. Anyway, John works for a publishing company, right? Well, I was doing some illustrations for some books that the company was putting out. We happened to meet in the lobby of the office once when I had to go in for a meeting. We recognized each other and exchanged numbers that day.
What are you talking about?
You know all of those pictures that you shredded in the envelope the other day? They were all drafts and character designs that I needed to show the publishers for an upcoming work.
I didn't hear anything from John about him running into you, though. He would have told me something like that.
It probably happened when he was already beginning to suspect you of cheating, I guess. I also didn't know anything about that, of course, but when I messaged him to complain about you coming home and kicking me out, he told me what really happened.
I can't believe I got found out in this stupid way.
Oh, and I have something else to tell you too. Are you ready for it?
Now what is it?
The house that you're living in right now, it has always been our family home, but at the moment, it's in Uncle Jeff's name.
What do you mean, Uncle Jeff?
You remember Uncle Jeff, don't you, Dad's brother?
But why is our house in his name now?
Dad got let go from his job a little while back. It wasn't really his fault, they were just downsizing and he got the cut. I mean, with the economy as it is, a lot of companies have been cutting costs wherever they can, and staff are often the first ones to go. But the real problem started after that.
What was the real problem? What happened?
I'm not sure exactly, but Dad didn't take losing his job very well and got pretty deep into gambling. He racked up a pretty hefty debt. It was in like the tens of thousands of dollars.
What? Dad did? But he never gambled before in his life.
I know that, but something really snapped inside of him, I guess, and he just went a little wild. Anyway, since we obviously didn't have the money to pay off those debts, Uncle Jeff came in to help and paid it all off for us. But in exchange, he got the house put into his name. He let us all stay living there on the condition that if anything like that happened again, we would all get kicked out.
But he's family. Why would he put a condition on like that?
I guess it's to stop Dad from doing the same thing again and having Uncle Jeff bail him out for a second time. It might seem a bit harsh, but I can see where he's coming from. And anyway, it's all thanks to him that we've been able to live there in peace. That is until you showed up out of nowhere and ruined everything.
What are you talking about? I didn't do anything that would change the living situation.
Well, for one, you kicked me out of the house.
And so what? That still doesn't change anything at all.
Well, while we were still living in the house, of course we were paying all of the bills and property taxes instead of Uncle Jeff, even though he is technically the owner. And I was putting in the majority of the money for all of that.
Are you serious? I thought that you were just living here for free, but you were giving Mom and Dad money? But why would they need you to pay for all of these kinds of fees? Dad still works. I've seen him leaving for work since I moved here.
Since Dad lost his job in the downsizing, he never got a full-time job again and only works part-time. And Mom never worked before, so she wasn't exactly gonna join the workforce for the first time at her age.
So they don't make enough money to pay for all the taxes and bills?
That's why I was paying for most of it, so that they didn't have to stress so much. But now that I'm not living there anymore, there won't be any money from me starting next month. So I guess it's time for you to take on that, Judy, since you're the one living there instead of me.
Just wait a second, Sam, but I don't have a job.
Then why don't you go out and look for one? It's that simple, really.
Hold on, I'm pregnant. I don't want to do that.
Sorry, but I have to get back to work now.
Sam, on second thought, I realize that I don't mind if actually we live together after all. Why not just come back, huh? Your room is still empty, of course.
There is no way in hell that I'm coming back. I told you that if I left, I was leaving for good. Goodbye now. After that, I stopped talking to my sister completely, but didn't block her just in case. My parents found out in the end from John that I didn't leave the house of my own volition and that it was Clara who kicked me out. They wanted me to come back, but I refused. I don't want to be anywhere near Claire if I can help it, and to be honest, she needs somewhere to live since she's pregnant and can't afford to rent a place on her own. In the end, it was unclear who the real father of her child was, and so she couldn't get child support from anyone to help her. She did have to find a part-time job and start working there to help our parents pay for everything that needed to be paid for, and it's ironic that kicking me out was the one reason her situation deteriorated so much. Every once in a while, she texts me to ask me for money, but I always leave her unread. I know that it would be easy to lend her some cash to help her out, but I don't think that she deserves it and needs to learn on her own to make money, especially since she has a baby on the way. I think that if I bail her out now, she will always come to me for help, and I will never become a self-sufficient parent. Having said that, I know that her kid is not to blame for anything, and I'm the child's uncle, so I have started saving some money just in case it becomes necessary in the future. I don't know what it might need to be used for, but for the time being, I'm putting it away as future college tuition. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please hit the like button and subscribe to see more content.